On the barren isle of Patmos, the sun sets slowly over the horizon. John, aged and weary, contemplates his exile. The tranquil waters ripple, yet a storm brews within John's heart. He feels the weight of his visions pressing upon him. A voice like thunder echoes through the silence, commanding John's attention. He prepares to witness a divine revelation. Suddenly, a vision unfurls. From the depths of the sea, a dreadful beast rises, adorned with crowns and blasphemous names. John's heart races. This beast symbolizes the oppressive power of the world, seducing nations with false promises. In this moment of darkness, John knows he must share what he sees, a message of hope amidst the shadows of despair. Amidst the crashing waves, John stares intently at the beast rising from the depths, realizing its ominous significance for all mankind. John feels a cold shiver run down his spine as he witnesses the monstrous creature's 10 horns glistening like sharp daggers. The beast's 7 heads loom large, each representing a fierce empire that stood against God's will throughout the ages. Engulfed by the weight of despair, John contemplates the implications of these kingdoms, longing for a glimmer of divine light. As thunder rumbles in the distance, he hears the commanding voice of the Almighty, galvanizing him to proclaim the truth. With renewed vigor, John begins to document his revelations, his hands trembling yet steady as he writes the visions bestowed upon him. The weight of history presses upon him, as he recalls how those who defied God met with inevitable downfall. John's heart aches as he contemplates the suffering endured by the faithful, in contrast to the fleeting power of the beast. He recalls the words of the psalmist, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it." A promise of hope thrives within him. His resolve crystallizes. He will share these revelations, a resounding beacon against darkness, urging the faithful to persevere. The vision unfolds further, depicting alliances of men and beasts, rising against the light of truth that John now represents. With each revelation, John feels the Spirit's warmth envelop him, reassuring him that God's ultimate victory is near. As John's heart quickens, he sees the beast rise, suffused with the power of the dragon, its scales glistening ominously in the dim light. The beast emits a terrifying roar, echoing in John's ears, symbolizing the oppression that has haunted the faithful throughout generations. John's gaze shifts as the dragon, a vile figure cloaked in shadow, watches closely, instilling fear and despair in the hearts of men. The dragon bestows power upon the beast, as its eyes blaze with fury, promising dominance over the earth and its inhabitants. John feels a chill as a chilling vision unfolds. All must bear a mark upon their hands or foreheads, forsaking their freedom. A voice rings clear in John's mind, revealing the weight of the mark. It is a symbol of allegiance to the beast and its master. The realization hits: without the mark, the faithful will struggle for sustenance, their freedom stripped away by tyrants. As hope dwindles, a surge of courage rises in John. His purpose solidifies as a messenger of God amidst the looming darkness. He remembers the ancient prophecies, echoing warnings of the beast, manifesting the struggle between good and evil for the ages. Admonished by the Spirit, John begins to write, pouring forth the visions as a testament against the darkness encroaching upon the earth. As he writes, a weight of solemnity fills the air. Each word not only carries warning, but also a promise of God's ultimate justice. John senses the gathering storm beyond. The faithful will endure trials, but shall not falter in their belief, even when faced with despair. He recalls the stories of martyrs who faced the beast, their faith undeterred even unto death, a testament to their unwavering spirit. In his heart, John feels the hope of the redeemed. Their eventual rise to reign alongside God will eclipse all trials. As he pens the final words of this vision, John proclaims the certainty of God's kingdom, destined to conquer every dark realm. With the ink drying, John exhales a breath of relief. His heart is restored with strength, knowing his words will inspire the faithful. The visions transform into a weighty legacy. John knows these revelations will echo throughout generations yet unborn. But deep within, he feels the peril. Those who choose faith will face trials, yet they shall be equipped with strength beyond measure. John envisions the faithful, unyielding, and brave standing firm against the tide of oppression, awaiting the day of deliverance. Suddenly, the atmosphere thickens. A shadow passes overhead, a reminder of the looming threat of the beast's tyranny. As the scene shifts, John sees the mark being imposed upon the masses, faces marked with fear and uncertainty, a chilling sight. Yet hope lingers. God's promise remains unbroken, a clarion call to those brave enough to resist the mark and trust in him. With renewed resolve, John commits to spreading this vision far and wide, ensuring the faithful remain vigilant in their stand. As John's vision closes, he knows the fight for freedom is eternal. The faithful must keep their eyes on heaven and hold fast to hope. As John's vision closes, he knows the fight for freedom is eternal. The faithful must keep their eyes on heaven and hold fast to hope. The weight of despair looms. Amidst the turmoil, believers gather in prayer, their voices weaving a tapestry of unwavering faith, lighting a flicker of hope in the darkness. The air is thick with tension. Outside, the streets echo with the footsteps of oppressors, announcing the rise of tyranny. The mark of the beast looms in every heart, a test of conviction unfolding. Fear seeps into the hearts of the faithful. As the edict is proclaimed, they gather, searching for strength in unity, their faith entwined in a silent pledge. One courageous soul steps forward, proclaiming, "We shall not falter." His declaration ignites a spark, a wave of defiance rippling through the crowd, hearts beating as one. As word spreads of the decree, John scribed fervently, inspired by the vision he received, crafting letters filled with divine revelations and hope for future generations. In his writings, John emphasizes the beast's mark is not a choice, but a challenge. His words weave a narrative of ultimate redemption, urging his readers to resist. Believers take to the streets, wearing symbols of their faith. Their courage echoes louder than the threats of the beast as they chant the promise of God's kingdom. Oppression tightens its grip. The leaders of the cities convene, plotting against the faithful. Their hearts darken, they seek to extinguish the flicker of hope spreading. In a moment of desperation, a believer confronts the tyrants, declaring, "Our faith cannot be silenced." This and the strength of unity ignite a fire of resolve. The culmination of turmoil arrives. A dark storm brews as forces clash. Yet amidst chaos, the faithful stand firm, their voices rising like a battle cry for justice. As dawn breaks, the faithful remain unyielding in their resolve. Their spirits are unshaken, knowing the promise of God sustains them through every trial and tribulation. As dawn breaks, the faithful raise their voices, united in a chorus of hope. Their hearts echo the promise of resurrection, emboldening their spirits. In the shadows, the oppressors plot, their hearts blinded by greed and power. Yet whispers of faith ripple through the community like a flame. As the sun climbs higher, a messenger arrives, delivering revelations of John's visions. The faithful listen, their hearts stirred by the promise of victory. The tension mounts. The faithful decide to stand firm, echoing the words of revelation, "Blessed are those who die in the Lord." Their resolve strengthens. In a moment of quiet reflection, they share their fears and hopes, the bond of faith weaving them closer. A shared vision of the Cordero shines bright. With hearts ignited, they step forward into the light, unafraid. The promise of the Cordero is their anchor, guiding them through the storm ahead.